Welcome back to our Arbitrary YouTube channel. In today's class, we'll be learning how to make this beautiful arc design on a dress. It's a very simple tutorial and it's beginner friendly. This is something you like to learn. Kindly stay tuned to the end of this tutorial. Thank you. Okay, so this is a requested tutorial, so I'm going to be using this satin fabric, this pink satin, for this tutorial, but I just want to illustrate how we're going to take our measurement using this blouse. Okay, so this is a blouse that I already have, so you're going to assume this is the blouse that you want to place this design on. So to take your measurement, you're just going to measure from where you want to place this design. So for me, I'm going to start from the second dart of my, this is the center front, this is the first dart, this is the left dart, this is the right dart. So I'm going to be starting from the left dart, then I'll go over to the shoulder area. So you can see how I'm placing it. So you can place it anyhow, but for me, this is where how I want my design to stand. So it's going to go all the way to the shoulder point here. That's where the armhole join, that's where the sleeve joins the bodies. And then from this place, from the sleeve area also, I'm going to bend it all the way to the elbow on my sleeve. So you can see the way I have bended this, and I have a total of 28 inches. So this is the area where I want to place this design. So the length is 28 inches. So that's going to be the length of the hack that we are creating. So to create this hack now, I'm going to put this fabric on fold by 2, okay, like this, and then I'll check to make sure that I have up to the 28 inches that I need. Okay, so this is not up to 28 inches, so I'm just going to use the other side that will make my 28 inches. Okay, so I've folded my fabric again now, and I have up to 28 inches. So if I measure from here now, what I have is up to 28 inches. So that's going to be the length of the hack. And then for how long you want it to be, I want the hack to be around 7 to 8 inches long. I don't want it too long, so I'm just going to shift this to around 27 inches on fold too. So I'm just going to cut that part out so that we can see what we have. So I have about 8 inches here, which is fine for me. So now I have 8 inches, then I'll measure my 28 inches and then I'll cut this out. Okay, so this is my 28 inches by 7 inches, and it's on fold. As you can see, when you open it up, this is what you have. So to create the arc, so that I can have something, I can have the same thing on both sides, I'm going to put this on fold like this, and then you can use your free hand or either a curve. Where you have your fold point at the center is going to be the longest. So from there, I'm just going to curve it to the other end like this. Okay, so I'm just using this curve as a guide. Okay, on this open part, so you can see this part that I have it in 4 places. This closed part is where I'm covering it to. So I'll just take my chalk now and then mark that hack that I have there. So when I have it marked, I'm going to cut this out. So after cutting this, because we are going to be adding interfacing to this to make it stronger, I'll cut another one exactly like this to serve as my lining. So this is what this looks like by the time we open it up. So I'm going to cut another one to serve as lining for this. Okay, so I've cut another one exactly like this. So I have 2 of this now. So it depends on how many you want to add for your design. So this is going to serve as 2 because I'm placing it like this. So I'll have 1 and 2. So if you want it to have 4, so you cut another one like this so that you have 1, 2, then 3 and 4. But I'm going to be using 3. So what I'm going to do now is to cut half of this. So I'm just going to put this on fold now like this, and then I'm going to place it. So when I'm placing it again, because it's just one single one that I want, I'm just going to cut it on fold again, but I'm going to slash it into 2. I hope you understand what I mean. when I was cutting this, I put it on fold so that I can have 1 and 2 together. But in this case, I want to cut the third one because I just want 3. So now I'm going to put it on fold, but this time around I'm putting on fold both the main fabric and the lining, so which means it's just going to form the third design for me. Okay, so the third one is cut now. This is the third one, and then instead of just having it as 1 and 2, I'm going to slash it on this fold point so that it's going to serve as just one design for me. So because I don't want to be sewing too much, I'm just going to leave it as it is, and then I'll go ahead and sew it as one. So now if I place them on each other, I have 1. Okay, so this is going to be one design by the time I turn it out. Then this other side is going to be the second one. Okay, so you can see I have 2 for each. That's 1 for main fabric and 1 for lining. And this is going to be the next one, 1 for main fabric and 1 for lining, and this is going to be the third design. So now you're going to be needing a strong interface to make this really stand for you. So it's better you use like a very stiff polar stay or a Teflon stay, just something that will make this design stand. So now I'll go ahead now and iron my interfacing to this, and then after ironing my interfacing, I'll put them right side facing right side, and then I'm going to sew it round and turn it out and give it a very good press. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fuse my collar stay. It's a very hard collar stay. I don't have enough, so I'm just going to make do with the little that I have. So this is for the full one, the one that have 1 and 2. So I'm just adding on the lining because I don't have enough to add on the main fabric also. So now the next thing is for me to place my lining against my main fabric like this, and then I'll go ahead to sew it round, leaving a little space to turn it out. So this is for the single one also. I added little on the part that is going to be the lining, and then I'm going to place this against each other now, and then also sew it and leave little space to turn it out. So I'm going to do all this. I'll turn it out and give it a good press. Okay, so I've gone ahead to sew it now, and this is the little space that I left to turn it out. Okay, and this is the single one also. I put it on fold and I sew it, and then I left this little space also. So I'm going to turn this out now. Okay, so I've turned all of this out now. The next thing is for me to iron it and close this place up. So you can either close your slim allowance and top stitch on it, or you use your hemming gum to just glue it together if you don't want to have any seam like this. This is the full one and this is the half. So I'll go ahead and iron this now, and then I'll bring it back to us to show us how we're going to fix it. So I'm gonna have to top stitch on it because I don't have power to iron it right now. So this is the full one and this is the half. So it's going to be folded like this. So we're going to have 1, 2, and this is going to be the third one. So to fix this together, I'm just going to place the single one on it like this, and then I'm going to sew it to the main one like this. Okay, I'm going to sew it to it like this so that I can fix it to my bodice. So I have it attached to it like this. You don't have to attach it, you can also do this separately, but I want them to be together so that it will be easier for me to work with. So now this is the main one. Now I'm going to be attaching this main one to my bodice. Okay, so I'm just going to pin it to this bodice because this is not what I want to put on these bodies. Okay, so from where I took my measurements when I started from here, I'm just going to pin this now from the center of, not the one, this is the one attached to it, which is the third one, still separate. So from the big one, from the center part, I'm going to take my pin now and then pin it all around. So from here now, I'll pin it all through to my shoulder, and when I get to the shoulder, I'll extend it to the sleeve part. So I'm pinning it. So the way I'm pinning it is how you're going to sew it to your bodies. Okay, so I decided to pin this on this dress, and this is what my design is looking like. So you need to have a strong stay. Okay, you can see even my small stay was able to give me something standing like this. So you just pin it along the lines you measured like this. When you get to the shoulder, you take it back to your sleeve, and you iron it very well. I was not able to iron this, so make sure you iron yours very well so that I can give you something really nice and neat. So this is what the design is looking like. I hope you enjoyed making this tutorial with me. If you enjoyed it, let us know in the comment section. Like, comment and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.